What's up guys, how's it going? And in this video I'm going to be making a review of the Razer Orochi Elite gaming mouse. So this is a gaming mouse that's a little different than others, but I want to show off the good, the bad, and possibly other things about this mouse. So I've had it for a couple of weeks now, so I think that I've pretty much seen all of it. Alright, so this mouse features an ambidextrous design. It features a 6400 DPI sensor, which Razer claims is their 4G sensor. It's got hyper response buttons, so they are really clicky, and they don't feel cheap or spongy in any way. It's dual function, so it connects via Bluetooth and the cord, so you can see the power switch right there. However, if you're using it corded, you don't need to have that on. That's why I have it off there. And it's got improved battery life over the previous version. I believe the previous version worked for about 15 hours straight. I believe this one can work for up to 30 hours straight of continuous gameplay. So when you have it on, you can see there's a little battery indicator there. Also, I'm not sure if it'll show up on camera, but the scroll wheel lights up too. So there's the box. You can see all the information labeled. Camera has a little trouble focusing there, but Razer has really cool boxes in my opinion. I don't know, it's kind of Apple-like, but I've always liked green and black together, so I guess that's probably just why. Now this mouse, it is a pretty small mouse, which some people might not like. That's definitely something to think about when you buy this mouse, is it is very small, as you can see there. It's got this black sort of rubberized finish, and that's basically all over the mouse. I know the previous version of the mouse actually had a sort of glossier plastic on the sides, so that's something to think about, is, you know, whether you like glossy things or matte things. Usually people prefer the matte finish. So there are the buttons. You've got two on the sides. The ones that are closest to your thumb, whether you're using your right or left hand, those are much easier to press than the ones on the opposite side of your thumb. You can still press them with your ring finger, but it is kind of difficult. So those 4 Teflon feet that you see at the bottom, they do sort of scratch up a little bit easy, but yeah. So that was a micro USB port. That's where the cord plugs into. So this is the cord. You can see that it is gold plated on both sides, which supposedly helps performance. I'm not sure how much that is, just for looks probably. So you can see that it has a really weird connector on the end. The shape is really weird, and that's so it can actually fit inside of the mouse. So where that slot is in the middle, that gap, you can see that it actually fits under the scroll wheel and just pops in like that. And now it's a corded mouse. So one thing that I do have a problem with this cord is the fact that I believe it's because they didn't really think it through when they switched from a glossy plastic to a matte plastic. There's a lot more friction, so it's really hard to take that cord out. You can still do it, but kind of feel like you're going to rip the mouse apart. So you can take the top off. This is where the batteries go. It's held down by 5 magnets, I believe. It might be 6. No, I think it's 5. Yeah. So there's 5 magnets. You can see 2 on the top and then 3 on the bottom of the top. And they fit into 5 other magnets on the base of the mouse. So the batteries go in as such. There's a little tab to pull out the batteries, so you can much easier pull them out. And it sort of pops back on. Now, that popping back on part is actually sort of tricky when you first get the mouse. Definitely try to put on the front of the cover before putting on the back, otherwise it's probably going to get stuck. So here's the case. It's pretty small, just like the mouse. You can see it comes with the mouse. Since this is aimed as a portable gaming mouse, you can see that it fits pretty snugly inside of the case. And there's a little plastic tab, so you can put the cable on the other side and it won't damage the mouse or anything. So I'm trying to show off that it has a lot of room just by, normally you would probably want to fold your cable, but obviously it takes up more room when you just kind of shove it in. So I shoved it in so you can see that even if you shove it in, you do have a decent amount of space on the inside. It is pretty tight, but it gets the job done. Now the mouse itself is pretty lightweight. Some people might even want to take the batteries out when it's in corded mode. I usually prefer heavier mice because of the fact that I used to use a Magic mouse, and that's actually the replacement that this mouse basically is. So yeah, this is a review. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, favorite, all that cool stuff. Also, if you guys were wondering, the audio for this review was completely recorded on a Tascam IM2, which I made a review of. You can click the annotation, or you can click a picture of it at the end of this video to go to that review and check that microphone out because it is awesome. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.